I'll be on it. I gotta take the trash out, so I'll be on in like 10 minutes. Yeah, because I'll get home in 6.
I hit the camera again. Y'all hear that noise in the background? I see him far away from the camera. There's another chair. Y'all don't even know what's happening today. We back, baby. Guess what? I finally got wins across the board. I ain't got to talk about no L's today. My partner coming over here later on, he ain't got to talk about no L's today. We're going to get into about these struggles. Listen. The time has come. Bye weeks are affecting people. It's week 9. There's 6 teams on the bye. I really do look far away. I'm waving. Like, I can see myself. It's far. But, boy, Joe Burrow came through like, I thought the Browns was going to do it to him. But you know Joe couldn't go out like that. I was like, thank you. 0.9. Yeah, I'm in a different location this week. You know, normally I'd be up the street from the house. But I'm down the street around the corner a couple of times from the house today. We're going to talk about it. But I don't want to talk about it by myself. So after these messages, my wife's gonna pull up on y'all ass, and somebody who I like. So y'all know I don't like talking fantasy with nobody, with just anybody. Like, you can't just not know what you're talking about. That's annoying. So you pull up on this show, you gotta have your fantasy hat on. So we'll be right back after these messages. Surprise! Oh, YouTube. Sorry, my boy. In here. David in the fantasy league. The only person in my fantasy league to ever go undefeated twice. He did it twice. David got a curse. We're gonna talk about all that. He's been kind of struggling like me this year, but he's gonna help me break down this foolishness that we had going on this weekend. So I won by 0.9, and his game wasn't too much. His game was a shootout classic. My game was, a guy called it the defensive classic. So we're going to break all that down. We're going to pull up his team later on, but y'all know. So right now we're going to start with what we do every week. He going to help me break it down. Boy, look. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow came through for me on Monday, boy.
Yeah. Struggled at the beginning.
Joe's so cold.
Struggle.
Joe, he came through. Well, I had needed him because I couldn't afford another loss. I couldn't afford it. Reports out of Detroit are that DeAndre Swift is being eased back into action. He's still not 100%, but out of his own mouth, he said his workload is going to increase as the weeks go on. What a time to be alive! Because I got Austin Eckler coming back from live. That's a nice little running back combo. So when I started out the week, last week, I was telling y'all I had picked up Khalil Herbert. But then I saw that James Conner wasn't playing, so I tried to pick up Eno Benjamin. I should have kept Khalil Herbert. Because as the running back 2 in Chicago, Khalil Herbert got like 16 fantasy points in this league. Like, I just keep making the wrong call every week.
I've been there, done that myself.
Speaking of the wrong call, Rashad Bateman. I thought that goose egg was gonna come back to haunt me, but then I looked over at her lineup and James Conner was still in. There wasn't nobody left. Maybe she didn't trust Khalil Herbert because he was out there. He was out there. Like, Rashad Bateman, man, listen. Lamar Jackson throwing touchdowns. He gotta throw them to somebody other than Mark Andrews. When you play teams like Tampa Bay, when you play teams like the Patriots. You know, Bill Belichick, Patriots fans tell you, Bill Belichick known for shutting down whatever you do best. So you gotta find something else to do. Rashad Bateman got hurt, so I'm just gonna drop him and pick up Devin Duvernay. You're gonna see that at the end when I put my lineup up. AJ Brown, it was AJ Brown this week. So for the last 2 weeks it had been Joe Burrow. This week it was AJ Brown. #1 receiver in fantasy this week. Appreciate that. 3 touchdowns. They balling in Philly. They bottom with Philly. Philly and Buffalo will be a good Super Bowl.
I agree.
Philly and Kansas City will also be a good Super Bowl. Anybody from the AFC? I don't know.
I don't see anybody taking
Yeah,
Philly.
Philly and Dallas can't go to the Super Bowl because they both in the same. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll come back to all that. I'm getting tired of Cortland Sutton. He's out. I'm not. You got a number one receiver from a team that's not performing. They're performing well enough to stay on your team, but not well enough to be in your lineup. Also, not well enough for anybody to want. What do you do?
Bench.
Like, so I gotta put him on the bench, right? Like, and I'm sitting there looking at him like, just wasting space. I really hope. What is Odell doing? Well, I need him now more than ever. T.J. Hockenson doing T.J. Hockenson things. T.J. Hockenson plays for a different team now. It is Wednesday. The trade deadline was hot. Boy, the trade deadline was hot.
Change fantasy all up too.
I realize that you can't have a Philadelphia kicker, in my opinion. You can't have a Philadelphia kicker because they don't kick field goals, they score touchdowns. So the key with the kicker, in my opinion, is finding that kicker that's on that team that's got that middle of the road offense that like scores touchdowns on like 40% of their drives, kick field goals on the other 60 when they get to the red zone. Like Nick Folk.
21 points in fantasy this week.
I'm laughing because
Five field goals, one extra point.
a couple weeks ago, I was talking about how on one of my other earlier videos, I was talking about Nick Folk. Nick Folk is the kicker. It's the kicker to have on that media because they offense just Mac Jones looking a little shaky lately. They're doing it on the offense over there, except Ramondre Stevenson. That's what they do on offense. I got to see him another time in fantasy this year. Wait, what's the Patriots by week 14? Maybe I don't. I don't know. I'll look it up later. Austin Eckler's on a bye. Curtis Samuel. I should have started Curtis Samuel. I would have been a little bit more secure. But Joe Burrow came through for me. The win is the win. I just needed to win. Pat Frymouth and George Pickens. Better days are ahead for the simple fact that Chase Claypool is gone. Welcome to Chicago, sir. I feel like that's going to open up a lot for George Pickens with Kenny Pickett because they already got a rapport. They already got a history. All right, let's talk about Tina team real fast. Tina? If Tina would have put a running back in, we wouldn't be having. I would have came in here in a lot more down of the spirit. But she didn't. She is.
She also had Trevor Lawrence.
She also had Trevor Lawrence.
Did not perform
As y'all can see.
Denver.
Y'all see it right there. Listen, let's talk about that real fast. So the only thing that's going good in Denver right now is their defense. Up until I don't know what's going to happen over there now. They just traded Bradley Chubb to the Dolphins.
And they just received Chase Edmonds.
And they just got Chase Edmonds. Mike Boone's on IR. So they got Latavius Murray, Melvin Gordon, Chase Edmonds. Oh, man.
Another time before Chase Edmonds starts.
Getting the passing down with at least. I mean, does any of that matter though? Like Russell Wilson. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. It's a lot to break down. Travis Etienne is here. So I look at Travis Etienne, and y'all know how when players don't perform on my team, I'm like, you can go be good on somebody else's team. So y'all saw how Travis Etienne started out the season. So I traded him and Trevor Lawrence. And now look at Travis Etienne. They always end up doing good on somebody else's team. Like, I got to deal with that. I got DeAndre Swift for it. Like, I don't care. Like, it's cool. You have Travis Etienne. I don't know if you're going to score 25 points a week. I just don't know. Like, when the Jaguars play on the road, normally, our running game won't do so hot. So, we'll see. I don't know. Justin Jefferson underperformed, but Jalen Waddle did not underperform. We want to talk about being nervous going against 2 wide receivers. Try going against Justin Jefferson and Jalen Waddle at the same time. I did that this week. That's okay, we made it out. And Dallas Goedert, she had Dallas Goedert too. He was alright. He got his projection. I guess, yeah. Both our titles were just alright. Josh Reynolds is what hurt her. Cortland Sutton and Rashawn Bateman is what hurt me. James Conner and Josh Reynolds is what hurt her. And the Texas defense had me nervous because they messed around getting 8 points against him. Derrick Henry ran for all the yards. But they can't throw in Tennessee. They have no receivers.
They didn't have Tennessee starting, did they?
Or it was Malik Willis. You right. You right. They ain't got no receivers.
No, they got rid of them.
We got no receivers, but I mean, and well, Traylon Burks is hurt, and Robert Woods is trash. There's going to be a trash emoji behind me when I say that. Every time I do that, like when I'm editing, every time I do that stuff, I just be laughing. Because I know it's funny to me. I just want it to be funny when I watch it. It's probably selfish. I be dying though. Breece Hall in the IR spot, she should probably drop him. But she does have Chase Claypool. She's been holding on to him.
Might be a good thing that she probably.
Yeah, because Justin Fields coming to life. She also has Marcus Mariota. Sneaky good. Sometimes you can start Marcus Mariota over Trevor Lawrence, in my opinion. It's not my team.
Definitely this past week.
It's not my team, yeah. But, yeah. I would have started Marcus Mariota over Trevor Lawrence last week for sure.
Against Denver's defense?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She has Marquise Brown. That's what needs to be in the IR spot because he'll be back for the end of the season. And I feel like he'll be a lot better with D-Hop on the field. That's who they're going to cover. Cardinals might be a problem late in the season. They just got to hang around. They just got to hang around.
Yeah, the Cardinals just got another receiver too.
They added, Robbie.
What's going on with Aaron Rodgers?
Her kicker got 10 points. Cause see what happened when Buffalo gets stopped? They usually get stopped in the red zone and they kick field goals and their kicker's good. Let's talk about kickers missing field goals. So you know I'm a Falcons fan, right? Poor Carolina. They did all that work. Oh, we gotta get to the Olive Garden side. Speaking of, I'm glad I said that. David's gonna help me break down that one too. He's a channel faithful, so he watch every week. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up real fast. Look at that score. He's scoring points over there. He's scoring points over there. 174 to 126 something or other, point something or other. It'll be up there. Tua. We're not gonna get overhyped about it. So we're not gonna get overhyped about Tua. Why? Because that's what everybody does in Detroit. Right? It's the worst pass defense in the league. When you click on Detroit defense and fantasy, I better say position rank 32.
Oh, absolutely.
32. There you go. So that's what's supposed to happen, Tua. Next week you got the Bears. I picked up Marcus Mariota in this league because I might not trust Tua against the Bears. So that's a pretty good pass defense. You see what they did to Mac Jones. I mean Bailey Zappi. No, they both played that.
Yeah, Mac Jones started through.
Yeah.
Changed him out.
Yeah. And then that same Patriots defense has Zach Wilson looking silly. That's fantasy.
Meanwhile, the Jets had Russell Wilson looking silly.
Yeah, and then everybody got Russell Wilson looking silly. We'll talk about it. Alvin Kamara. Y'all clap it up for Alvin Kamara. It's about time. Wait for him to get in the end zone. That's all he's been missing. In these 1-point PPR leagues, so that's another thing I want to talk about. I really want to talk about that. So in this league, running backs don't get a point for carrying the ball and not fumbling, but receivers get a point for catching the ball and not fumbling. And they don't get points taken away for drops. I've always had the opinion that these 1-point PPR leagues are catered to the wide receivers. And I don't understand. When you're going to take 2 points away from that same running back if they fumble. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, cool, they get the point when they catch the ball.
Yeah, the receivers have to do more work to get the ball in their hands.
That's true.
The running back is handed off to them.
Right. So maybe they should get punched for
Does a running back
tackles.
does a running back lose a point if the ball's thrown to him and he fumbles?
Yeah. It was -2.
He's treated as a receiver.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just felt like it made the playing field more valuable because, you know, if it's like that, everybody gonna want receivers. I mean, so like right now, I just got all these running backs. Running back. There's another running back down there. Oh, this is my lineup from last week. For the new one when we get to that. I got my bench is loaded with running backs. I started 3 running backs. But 2 of them were top 5 running backs this week, Alvin Kamara and Deontay Foreman. And that's the type of energy we need.
Yeah.
So I've been struggling to score points in this Olive Garden league. I ain't do the whole intro in the Olive Garden league, but let me go ahead and, you know how to put us in the window. We need Olive Garden. Okay, cool with that. I've been struggling to score points. In this league where the scoring system's so friendly, I haven't been scoring 100 points. I only scored 100 points one time before this past week. I was looking at it, was like 90, 98, 76, 87, 79, another 76, and then another 99.
This week I'm better.
Struggling. Oh, I started out 64.
Winning games with 69 points.
Yeah. 69.3 over here, winning games. I love it. I love it. Jerry Jeudy. Because Cortland Sutton is struggling. And y'all played the Jaguars, right? Yeah, they played the Jaguars. And the Jaguars have a corner on IR. I can't remember which one it is.
Griffin.
Him, Shaq Griffin, on IR. The other corner, I want to say his last name is like Cisco. And then they got Trey Herndon, right? Trey Herndon's not very good. So I thought that one of these receivers was going to end up eating. Thank you, Jerry Jeudy, for it being you. It's all about me. I know that touchdown.
Adams this week.
Devontae? You playing Jacksonville? They just got shut out by the Saints. You think the Saints better than the Jaguars? I mean, the Saints. You think the Saints better than Jaguars?
Yeah. The defense was.
Yeah, about time the Saints defense showed up. They haven't been here for a few weeks. Chris Godwin. I'm still waiting for him to score a touchdown. Come on, Tom. Come on, Tom. What's up with your boy? Somebody called Giselle to break.
Family.
Oh, we'll turn this way. The date's sitting over there. We're gonna put it on this side.
But
I'm talking to Giselle real fast. Giselle, we need you. We need. Fuck all that. I mean, forget all that. Gronk.
that's what he needs.
Gronk, where you at, yo? Your boy needs you right now.
He ain't got his go-to.
Come on now. We need you to spread the field so everybody else can be more open. Appreciate it. So I've been doing the Taysom Hill experiment over here in this league. Michael Thomas hurt, Jarvis Landry hurt, Alvin Kamara wasn't scoring touchdowns. It seemed pretty safe, right? I'm just letting you know my line of thinking. I'm trying to get your opinion. Like, that's my line of thinking. I don't even got another tight end in the roster.
Oh, I agree.
It's the one sitting out there that I'm probably going to pick up.
Because you know where Michael Thomas has been on my lineup.
Oh, that's facts. You do have him. We're gonna pull up David lineup later on so y'all can see what David been working with. What they worked with last week. David had a nice little week, scored 130 on y'all. About time. David, you heard David say he was struggling to score points. That 130 probably felt good to him. Telling you. Jets defense got 10 even though they got beat up by the pay. They didn't really get beat up. They got Ramondre. Because Mac Jones still couldn't throw. He was getting sacked. Like, Jets defense still got 10 points.
Got us in field goal range. That's all that matters.
Got them in field goal range.
Nick Folk.
Lots of field goals. So really, the Jets scored more touchdowns than the Patriots did, and the Patriots still won the game. Nick Folk hit 5 field goals.
5 field goals.
That's 15 points. They scored 22, so do the math. 15 plus 7, that's 1 touchdown. 17 for the Jets. It's 2 touchdowns in the field goal. Graham Gano doing Graham Gano things. Thank you, Graham Gano. But now we're on a bye. I have to drop Graham Gano and pick up Cairo Santos. No, not Cairo Santos. I don't remember. I'll tell y'all in a second. 174.76, 126.08. Kevin been on the run, Mr. Auto Draft. So I work with a lot of these dudes who are in this. That's in this league. Kevin couldn't get his phone to work during the draft. So y'all saw how David reacted to the auto draft. We do not do that. I feel like one of these years I'm gonna get everybody to draft, and we're gonna see how people really pick their own teams. Because you notice all these people that was having in our league, all these people that was having issues, their teams are kind of sort of doing well, right?
Yeah.
Cool out. We coming. We coming. Marquise on the 49 losing streak. And he better not lose this week because he got to play me after that. And I'm getting on the roll. I got to play Todd this week. Todd's another one that scored a nice little abundance of points this week. Good for you, Todd. Good for you, sir. I ain't really had nothing spectacular going on the bench. Tyler Algier got a bunch of points because the Falcons are the #1 rushing team in the NFL.
What saved Todd was my drop that I dropped it. Freaking running back.
Deontay Foreman?
Yes.
Because you wanted Gus Edwards. That's not a bad move, though. That's not a bad move, though, at all. I would have probably done the same. Matter of fact, I was sad because I couldn't pick up Deontay Foreman because you dropped him on Sunday. And so by Wednesday, Todd had waiver priority. So.
We got to play Todd. We got Geno against Arizona's defense.
I know. Geno against Arizona's defense didn't do that well last week when that game was in Seattle. And now it's in Arizona, so I'm banking on that. Here's my lineup for the week for the COVID survival teams. It's in between me and Dave. You see how I'm leaning? It's going to work out. It's starting to look better. I got Austin Eckler and DeAndre Swift playing at the same time, along with A.J. Brown. Caleb Huntley in the flex is a good flex because he scored more points, or he had more rushing yards than Tyler Algier last week. But Tyler Algier had a receiving touchdown. So, and they played the Chargers, and the Chargers' run defense is trash. Austin Eckler playing Atlanta, and the Falcons' run defense is a little bit more trash than I thought. Just a little bit. Sometimes it's really good. Most of the time it's not. Deontay Foreman just, I mean, he was all over the field. Curtis Samuel. I guess I'm going to have to take him 7 points in my lineup this week. Because he's scoring more than whatever else I'll be putting in there. We expect A.J. Brown to do A.J. Brown things. We expect T.J. Hockenson to do T.J. Hockenson things in Minnesota. I think listen, a lot of people don't see that as a boss move. Like,
Minnesota's always been a tight end position.
Kirk Cousins better than Jared Goff. Just saying, like,
Kyle Rudolph in them areas.
Kirk Cousins ain't never had a tight end this good. I think T.J. Hockenson is better than Kyle Rudolph ever was.
Even in Kyle Rudolph's prime?
Yeah. Listen, the Vikings are, Andy, it's definitely an upgrade from Irv Smith. But also, like, the Vikings are 6-1. And I just upgraded that tight end. They already got Dalvin and Justin, Adam Thielen sometimes. This could go one or two ways for Adam Thielen. He can either start scoring a lot more touchdowns or become irrelevant. I'm nervous, just a little, because I don't know how it's going to go.
Short passes,
Yeah. Eagles defense. So AJ Brown, or Austin Eckler, DeAndre Swift, AJ Brown, TJ Hawkinson, Eagles defense, all went on their bye already. So 6 out of the 9 players that I'm gonna start on a regular basis don't gotta sit down anymore unless they get hurt. It's starting to kick in. I look at some of the lineups before they did the switching or whatever, and it was like 6. Somebody had 6 people in that was on bye for week 9. So when, I mean, think about it. I mean, you're gonna have a bunch of people with Broncos, with Steelers, with who else is on bye?
Dallas.
Cowboys.
A lot of Cowboys on bye.
That type of stuff. So you expect it. Listen, I've been waiting to talk. I've been waiting to talk to David about this Thursday night game. I should have heard David earlier. David said, why they even got that game on Thursday? It ain't even gonna be good. I was like, it might be.
It's like watching Russell Wilson all over again on Thursday night, 5 weeks in a row.
But they put Russell Wilson in so much prime time. They thought it was gonna be better than this. Hold on before we get to the Thursday game.
Talking about that earlier, why Geno Smith is doing so good in Seattle.
They let him throw for it.
No, Pete Carroll built that offense around Russell Wilson, so all Geno got to do is go out there and play like Russell Wilson did in this over.
That's valid.
That offensive line was built for Wilson.
That is valid.
Geno got to go out there and just be like
But
Wilson.
Geno playing like Russ, but Russ not playing like Russ.
Russ playing like Geno. Back in the Jets days. Where he got his jaw jacked in the locker room.
Look, hold on.
That's what's going to take for Wilson to come back?
Probably. Somebody got to beat him up.
Sutton's
His jaw
going
broke,
to
sit
go
out
down
for
and
2
jack him
weeks.
up.
Yeah, he ain't throwing me the ball. Alright, check out this Olive Garden lineup real fast. So I picked up Marcus Mariota, like I said, because I don't know if I trust Tua yet. I'm still like on the fence. But I ain't trusted Marcus Mariota all year, and when I click on him in fantasy, he's number 8 as a quarterback. So, and he's been playing all year. So it's not like a fluky one game he scored 82 points. I mean, he's been playing every game all year. Top 10 in fantasy. And he don't throw that much. So, if I get a little finicky, I trust, especially against that Chargers defense. Real injured. Alvin Kamara is back, hopefully. Keep on scoring touchdowns. They trying to, so somebody tried to trade me for Joe Mixon because he had like a down game. And I'm over here like, he's been carrying my fantasy team all season when Kamara wasn't scoring touchdowns. Even though, I mean, I wasn't scoring that many points, but Joe Mixon had between 15 and 20 every week. So this week he get 12 and somebody trying to come get him. I was like, I don't know if I can give up on a man like that. Like, you know? I told y'all I would get like this. Like, once they started scoring, they're going to be harder for me to want to get rid of. Because why would I give him up now? You know?
Even if he has a bad week, he's still going to be a starter next week.
No matter what. Him and Kamara, Joe Mixon and Kamara, y'all got to come with some.
You can get -1.
Y'all got to come.
He's still going to be in my start line.
I'll give you, listen. So, with Kamara scoring how he did last week, you know what get me to give up Alvin Kamara? McCaffrey. That's probably it. The rest of y'all might well not even come. That's the only thing I'll give up Kamara for is McCaffrey or Austin Eckler. And there's one point PPR league, Austin Eckler, no more worried about the fantasy. Kamara jumped 30 spots from 40 to 10 off his performance last week, or something like that. Or maybe it was like 13 or 15 spots, from like 23 to like 10. Joe Mixon running back 11. I'm not giving, like, what are y'all trying to get me to do here? Anyways, Chris Godwin. So I picked back up Romeo Dobbs. Y'all gonna laugh at me, but at least y'all know I'm sticking to my word. I remember when I was like, Aaron Rodgers and Romeo Dobbs, they coming. Aaron Rodgers still like quarterback 2. He is playing the Lions. I did pick him up for a couple seconds because I mean, who else they got? For real. Like, Sammy Watkins was on the field these last couple games. You didn't really know. No doubt scoring a touchdown. I don't know. But they starting to get it together.
Yeah, his target on Romeo Dobbs more.
Yeah. Also, Alan Lazar on and off the field. Christian Watson on and off the field.
Especially on the deep ball. That's Rodgers going for Dobbs.
Tyler Algier. Chargers run defense is number 31 in fantasy right now. So Tyler Algier seems like the move. I picked up the Ravens defense. You probably like, why would you play the Ravens defense against the Saints and you got all those Saints on your team? Because Ravens defense just got Roquan Smith. I feel like that middle linebacker piece is what they were missing. They have Calais Campbell and them on the front. They got Marlon Humphrey and them on the back. Who do they have in the middle? Patrick Queen, who used to be a safety. So that's going to help Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen made plays already. But they definitely need Roquan. They might turn around for the Ravens. Y'all watch out for that. And, you know, kickers do kicker stuff. Who I got down here? Deontay Foreman against Cincinnati. Cincinnati got a good run defense. I'm not doing that. I picked up Kadarius Toney. I'm going back and forth between him and Dobbs against Tennessee because all he needs is one run for 40 yards and a touchdown, and I got 10 fantasy points. And then 2 catches for 18 yards. I got 5 more fantasy points. It's 15. So if he touched the ball 8 times with 12 fantasy points, I'd be good. Against Tennessee because their pass defense is terrible. One of those defenses that has been sneaky good throughout this season, the Seattle Seahawks. Don't look like it, but they're number 10 in fantasy right now. So I kind of picked them up. I probably won't have them by the time y'all see my lineup next week. Y'all know I'm impatient. All right, David, let's talk about this Thursday, baby. Eagles, Texans, right? So my only concern would be Devontae Smith getting 3 touchdowns instead of A.J. Brown. I feel bad for Devontae Smith fantasy owners from last week because he didn't have touchdowns. But they still throwing to him. He still had like 8 targets. So it was A.J. Brown down the field this week. Appreciate that.
Might be both this
It's going to be both. Yeah, I was going to say they might score 50.
Houston ain't got nobody left.
It's true.
Brandon Cooks, but he wants out of there.
It's looking shaky. It's looking shaky over there.
Who was even their quarterback?
Davis Mills. Same dude they had last year. They thought he was coming around.
Thought.
Listen to David. Listen to
Thought.
Oh, wait. I'm closing the computer. I don't want to do that yet. We got to pull up David lineup. All right, David, what we doing? Talk to me. I want you to jump into my spot real fast. Talk to me about your lineup. I see you got I see what you got going on. Yeah. What you banking on that Tampa Bay defense being shaky?
Yeah.
They still been shaky?
Yeah. With all times, emotions, and all that being on the field, he should have left it off the field. It's gonna bring bad juju to the whole team, in my opinion. I don't think it's gonna be the same for them for the rest of the year. It's not gonna be a playoff season, unfortunately for Tom. Hopefully, it's gonna be his last one.
Because the Falcons gonna win that division. Ha ha!
With a sorry record.
Shameless plug. We're gonna go 9-8.
As long as you don't have another 28-3.
7-10. At least it won't be the Patriots that do it. I feel you about the Buccaneers defense though. Like they've been looking a little shaky lately. Matt Stafford also been looking shaky. And Cooper Kupp, if Cooper Kupp don't play, I don't know. I would switch up. I don't know if I'll switch it, depending on what you got.
Jared Goff.
Against
Green Bay. But
Green Bay pass defense.
that could change before Sunday due to the fact Heineke in Washington.
We're doing this thing. And you got Terry McLaurin.
And I got Terry
The
McLaurin.
stat. Yeah, that's not bad. And he's throwing to him.
Facts. As long as he's playing, he'll get the ball.
There you go. Okay, so see, we got a little. This is what we go through. This is what we go through. Like
Goff
sometimes
dropping him for Derek Carr this week against Jacksonville's defense.
Sure enough.
They may be able to stop the run. They can stop Jacobs, but I don't think they're gonna stop Adams this week.
He got options.
Because if they let Russell Wilson throw the ball on, not saying he threw the ball a lot.
He threw the ball on nobody yet.
12 18 with a touchdown.
He threw the ball on nobody yet. We'll see. We'll see. Dalvin Cook and Aaron Jones, we don't gotta explain those two, right?
Yeah, no. They'll never leave.
We just hit Terry McLaurin. We don't gotta explain Terry McLaurin, right?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Welcome back, sir.
Welcome back.
That's
I needed you.
That's a nice hole.
6 weeks ago.
That's a nice hole. You did that. You stuck around through that.
I drafted him.
You did draft him. That's what I'm saying. That's a nice hole. You did that. Shout out to you. I said that last week when he came back. Shout out to whoever held on to DeAndre Hopkins. You are not doing bad at wide receiver right now. At the same time, Terry McLaurin started clicking. You needed both of them. At the same time, you had Gesicki. I see you over there. I see you over there. Gesicki. That's ugly, the ugliest gritty you're going to ever see. Mike Gesicki. Gus Edwards, that was a nice little steal to pick up. Maybe go get Kenyon Drake too, just in case. Maybe. Still makes me nervous. Because you picked him up, he did good that week, you did start him. Then you did start him, and Kenyon Drake scored a touchdown.
We'll get back to that. I don't think he's going to be starting there long.
Okay, heard.
It's only in the starting lineup.
It's only Wednesday, so like, I feel that.
He might be this week, maybe. But I see towards the end of the season, Jeff Wilson Jr. is going to take that spot.
He'd be a good flex. It depends on what Miami. I don't know if Jeff Wilson's going to come and take over.
No, he ain't going to come and take over.
Both of them used to run for Mike McDaniel when he was in San Francisco. He's definitely not going to be able to.
He is expected to sit behind Raheem at first.
Yeah.
But over time.
That's facts. That's exactly how it's going.
By the time I need him in the playoffs, I think he'll be all right.
So what you think with this Chiefs defense? What you got to remember?
Tennessee.
Say less.
All they got to do is stop Henry.
Stop Derrick Henry.
Make him throw the ball.
There's nobody to throw to.
Make Tennessee throw the ball. And they got nothing.
Nick Folk. We don't gotta explain Nick Folk. You do not have to explain Nick Folk. I heard you talking about Jeff Wilson. Greg Dulcich, that's a nice little pickup. Damian Harris, he got hurt. Deontay Johnson, I think stuff about to pick up in Pittsburgh. With Chase Claypool out of there. I think it might have been bad vibes for Chase Claypool. Michael Thomas, I don't know. I don't know. Keep him if you want to. Listen, he was on my do not draft list this year for a reason. Like, I ain't know, bro. Like, even like McCaffrey. McCaffrey was on my do not draft list. I'm sitting there with the third pick in the draft. Cooper Kupp go number 1, Jonathan Taylor go number 2. I'm like, I can get anybody I want right now. Not McCaffrey though.
For 2 weeks, the only reason why I'm holding on to Michael Thomas.
In 2 good weeks
he was healthy.
He snapped.
12.6
and 17.
17.5.
Yep, I remember 17.8.
Then he gets hurt against Carolina. Ain't been back since.
No, I'm not looking too bad. What I learned about this year is them projections don't mean nothing.
Facts.
If this is a year to say skip them projections, this is that year. Alright, I gotta get used to having this guest. I guess I might do this again too, because I know once I post this, my boys will hit me up and say they want to be on it. But it was fun. It's cool to chat with somebody like that's going through. When I tell y'all fantasy is emotional, y'all hear how David was talking? This shit is emotional. It is. My bad, YouTube. It's emotional. I be mad, like mad, big mad. David be calling me and telling me what he need from my team. I'm like, why does that help you? I don't understand. But I be needing the same stuff.
Because the people you playing are in the top right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we playing the big dogs right now. Trying to knock them down one by one. Well, we just at the bottom. That's what it is. We've been having a bad start to the year, but it's flip flopping. I'm telling you, the bye weeks I told you it's just gonna start. You look at these records right now. Look at these records right now. 5-3 is in third. 3-5 is in 10th. That's 2 games.
4-4.
You're right in the heart of all that. You see what I'm saying? So it's 4 games between second place and 11th place. And we got
bye weeks and
this is week 9. Including this week, we got 7 weeks left in this league because I do all the way to the end. All right, let me stop talking. We done hit 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Appreciate you sliding through with me.
Anytime.
He'll be back. Y'all know I'll be back next week. We do this every week. Y'all hit the like, hit the sub, tell your friends. Same stuff I say every week. We picking up W's. We picking up W's. So I'm trying to see what we're gonna make it look like. I love y'all. We'll see y'all next week.